Forbes family heir Steve Forbes has penned a billionaire-positive article in the Washington Post entitled, "How Billionaires Are Fixing Philanthropy." Now, this is basically him talking about if you eradicate the regulated market, then the rich will be able to get richer and the billionaires will be able to become trillionaires, and maybe they'll throw a few crumbs our way, to us untouchables. So here's one example of how he put this. Imagine a child suffering from malaria in Tanzania. A couple of years ago, philanthropists would have donated medicine or money for treatment. Today, they're working to cure the disease for good. It's just one example of the titanic shift that's occurred in the world of giving. More than ever, individuals are funding solutions, not stopgaps. What sparks such a sharp lift? The free markets. So he's really, trying to put these two ideas together. God bless. I don't know. He really wants to hold on to that money, and what are you going to do?
All right. Now, the only person who's actually eradicated a disease in our lifetime is Jimmy Carter. And Jimmy Carter is not the world's
I don't think
richest
they're on the same
guy.
page. Yeah.
No, I don't think Steve Forbes, who ran for president in the Republican Party, of course got crushed in the primaries, is on the same page as Jimmy Carter. I don't think he's among the billionaires that he's talking about.
Right.
And I love this. He's like, if you let us have more billions, we will let you have more crumbs. So, hey, you should be thanking us. Well, Stevie, I didn't see it that way. Thanks for elucidating that. Free markets. Look, I believe in free markets. I think the problem is that these guys are corrupting free markets with crony capitalism. Right. And they're saying, okay, hey, I'm going to pay off the politicians through my campaign donations, et cetera, and then they're going to... So they hate the free markets. I love the free markets, okay. And the free markets have done some good in the world, making products cheaper sometimes, most importantly, the product of food, right? And yes, through the free market system, sometimes we've found medicines that we might not have found otherwise if we weren't incentivized. Now, does that mean the free market system is perfect? Yeah. Or could it be sometimes those drug companies who did find those then charge an incredible amount? I know they want to recoup the money. I get all that, right? But then go above and beyond to make billions of dollars, et cetera, while people are dying, and then don't give those drugs to some of the developing countries in Tanzania, for example, to that sick child. Does that also happen? Of course it also happens. But as we've talked about on the show before, it reminds me of the old mob bosses that take all the money and then throw a parade, and they throw a couple of quarters at you, right?
And you're so grateful.
Oh, and the kids are like scrambling for the quarters and the nickels. Yeah, I don't need that. Thanks a lot.
And you're putting it so well, because there's somebody out there who's just so ready to climb over this desk and go, you don't get it, you're anti. But what you're saying is, it's just as easily corrupted. And the way they're doing it is not the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, so what he's saying is deregulate, for example, the financial industry.
Right.
So now, who doesn't want cops on the beat? The robbers, right? Deregulation is taking the cops off the beat, so that they go, oh, great, now I can take more unregulated risk. And I'm going to take depositors' money that's guaranteed by the government, and I'm going to use that as leverage where I do gambling that goes to my benefit. And by the way, if it blows up, sorry, the government's going to have to bail you out.
That's exactly, because I'm thinking, why? Because it worked so well before, but nothing happened to them. So what do they care?
So now they get to turn around and write obnoxious editorials like this. Oh, please, I do declare you should be thanking us by giving us more billions of dollars. By the way, Steve Forbes didn't even make his fortune. His dad, Malcolm Forbes, made the fortune. All he's done is run the family business in the ground. Forbes magazine and that company is in a lot of trouble. When he ran for president in the Republican primaries, he got approximately negative 17 votes. I mean, and look at the guy. I mean, this guy thinks he's the king of the earth. He
looks like what Harry Potter's going to look like as a grandfather.
And you're being incredibly kind to him, okay? Because at least Harry Potter has something going for him. This guy's the world's biggest dork, and he thinks he's Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm king of the world. I have all the money. You should be thanking me. I was going to be president, except everybody turns out hates me. Okay, please. You already have the money you inherited from your dad. Just shut up already, okay, and spare us.